Flicks. I just wanted to put a PSA out there that there were no flies harmed in the making of this episode. And I'm Sam.
That was pretty good. I really liked that.
I really liked that.
Look at that. No puns.
No pun. I didn't. Yeah, apparently you just got to go no pun, and I'll be a fan.
Sweet.
You got a fan in me. It's terrible jokes. It's been a while, guys.
It's been a while. I'm Tim. And
Hi, Tim.
It is my turn to go. So I will go.
Indeed.
I gotta read it off my thing. I can't just wing it anymore.
Oh no!
we are on social media, if you don't know, and mostly Instagram and Twitter, and you can find us at FlipperFlix, or the handle hashtag, ampersand star. I don't even know, whatever they are these days.
I think you said that already.
Did I say it? That was the original?
Yeah, that's what you said first.
Because
that's what I thought you said, and then you said ampersand, and it threw me off.
That's exactly what I said.
Flipper and Flicks.
Yeah, Flipper and Flicks, yes.
You will not find us there, Sam, right now.
This is your friendly neighborhood podcast. You can find us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, others platforms that are out there. If we're not on your favorite platform, let us know. We'll try to get on there. We have a website, flipperflix.com, where you can give us recommendations and whatnot, or check out, a cool thing, stuff and things and cool.
There's some old pictures of us on there.
You can also old pictures, yeah. And you can also, hit us up on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot for those kind of things as well. We post episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if that's your time, then, you'll be ready to go and listen, I guess. Or you can do what everybody else does with the podcast and wait and listen to it when you're ready to. But yeah.
Tim, you didn't tell them the big news, right, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a TikTok, right, Tim?
Yeah,
No,
you
stop
already
saying
signed
that.
up.
Stop saying that. Yeah, I literally just... No.
Never gets old.
I know. It's going to be the running joke of season 3.
Oh, my God.
So I'm Adam, and yeah, we got a recommendation this week. Yeah. Woo! So yeah, please, like Tim said, give us recommendations. We're low on people that are not directly related to us.
And clearly we watch them if we have them.
I
Look
know.
at this episode.
Most of the ones that we've watched are from friends, and this one, though, is from Instagram.
I know.
It is...
We actually respond to your DMs and put them somewhere. It's true. It works.
I know. Anyway, so yeah, we got this movie. It is Eega, the Fly, whatever you want to call it. But
it's not spelled IGA.
Yeah, Sam,
that's how I spelled it.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not right.
Yeah.
Things I learned.
But the reason why this movie was recommended to us was because we were told, hey, since you liked Bahubali, you should check out this film, Eega.
Are we sure? Did you reread the DM? Was it Bahubali or was it Malong?
It might have been Malong. I would think it came after...
It seems more like Malong. But I feel like it was after Bahubali.
Hey, I just watched your Bahubali podcast. I'm going to go with Bahubali.
It's just interesting.
It's the same director.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, spoiler.
As Bahubali?
Yeah, spoiler.
Okay, this makes more sense then.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so I, being the person who seemingly chooses all of the Indian films, picked another Indian film.
Yes.
I picked 2. Now I've picked 3.
Wait, is that true? You're the only one that picks them?
No.
Yes.
No.
We've only picked... I picked Malong and I picked Bahubali.
No.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to those episodes. The proof's in there. I don't know because I haven't listened to them recently, but I believe you.
I know I picked one.
Which one did you pick?
I don't know. I swear I picked one of them.
Nah, it was me.
I don't believe you.
Adam tried to take all the credit. Regardless, you have picked
Okay,
the
so
majority.
Malong, the episode before Malong was Interstellar, which was picked by
Tim.
Check 1.
Wah, wah.
Womp, womp, womp. And then Bahubali was me because Tim, you remember when we got that one?
I definitely know Bahubali was you, but
yeah, because that one was funny because we got a AI suggestion, Tim or something, and you and I were gonna make her pick No, we got wordplay, and we were going to make her pick Bahubali.
Sure, yeah.
Right, memories.
Anyway.
So yeah,
So what was your expectations for this movie?
I expected to read the synopsis first.
Oh.
Why is there an ad playing? How is there an ad playing? There's no ad on my screen.
I kind of like that music. Did you hear it, Tim?
I don't hear anything.
Oh,
there was an ad.
He went to read the synopsis. Maybe it'll show up in the audio, but it was some chill music like da 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 da.
I'm on IMDb. Like, there's no ad on. The only ad is USAA's Flight Simulator because of Top Gun. But
I don't think the Flight Simulator would have that music.
Right. I'm so confused.
Ghost Dad.
Okay, anyways. Eega, Eega, Icha, The Fly. The Fly is the English version, shocking. And then Eega and Icha, one of them's Telugu and the other one's Hindi. I don't know which was which.
Okay.
And that's why there's a difference. But it's about a murdered man. A murdered man is reincarnated as a housefly and seeks to avenge his death. So I watched the trailer to this with Sam back when we were recommended this movie. Mm-hmm. And I was like, the moment I get recommendations, I am picking this film.
And you stuck to it.
Yeah, I did. I did think about picking what's the stupidly long one? Don't be a menace in South Central while drinking juice in your hood. We had somebody recommend us that one, and I was like,
oh,
it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
When do we get to that one?
It's a satire. It's like Scary Movie. So this movie, I was expecting there to be a fly. I was expecting some music videos. Nice. So, yeah, because every one we have, I was hoping that somebody would stare at the screen again as they whipped their hair. But yeah. How about you, Tim?
I'm always open for one of these type of movies. I love this kind of stuff usually. For the most part, I guess. I read the synopsis.
Nice.
And I was not excited.
Oh no!
I thought it sounded. I was like, maybe it's kind of like a comedy or something, or I'm not sure.
Action romance, which apparently is a normal genre in India.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, but yeah, not much excitement on my end.
Oh no!
We'll leave it at that for now.
Nice. Let's see.
Yeah, Sam, how about you?
Yeah, I'll just roll into it because Tim seems like he was over it.
I know.
I don't know. I knew it was about a fly that took revenge. That was pretty much all I remembered. I knew that Adam was really excited for it.
That's pretty accurate.
And so I was like, all right, well, let's just see where this takes us. Did we say where we watched it? I think it
YouTube.
As like a rental, right?
Yeah, we bought it.
Don't watch the bootlegged version.
Yeah, don't watch it. It might just disappear and you try to watch it.
Mid-movie. PSA. Without subtitles.
Yeah. It was great.
Oh, man.
So, yeah. Spoilers if you've not watched this 2012 film. Eega, Icha, The Fly. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call it Eega because that's what the guy told me.
There you go.
So.
We'll stick with one.
Yeah. We start right off the bat with Fruit Ninja, the movie, with guns.
Yeah.
The guy was just shooting mangoes, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah. And then there was that, like, sexy gun scene where he, like, tries to help her shoot.
Pull fire! I was like, okay.
And then he's just, like, grabbing her and showing her how to shoot. And I'm like, I feel like that makes it very difficult to shoot.
I was also really confused shortly after this. But did you guys notice anything that would have irked me in this scene where he's shooting?
Did somebody close the wrong eye? Because I hear that's a thing. I hear that's a thing with gun scenes. People, like, close the wrong eye to look down the sight.
Yeah, there's stuff like that happens all the time. There's something very specific about this scene that I noticed immediately. That
was it the 360 no-scope? Where he spun and shot?
No, it was the fact that it was a double-barrel shotgun used for this, skeet shooting and stuff. But he fires roughly 8 times at one time.
I didn't notice that.
It says pull, and they throw a bunch of the skeet's up, and he fires like 8 times. And I'm like, I immediately was like, hold up, what? So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
I did notice all the ads. We had some Diet Coke, some Red Bull.
You had
something
ads?
else.
Oh,
like
movie
product
ad.
placement.
Oh, product placement. Okay, I was
Like, they, like-
everything was like turned perfectly.
he,
Yeah.
Like, they would
cracks
sit
open
down-
one and
The
drinks-
Diet Coke and the logo straight at your face. It was
Yeah,
great.
like they had some headphones that like you could just see the brand. Like they weren't Beats, but like you know how like Beats commercials they always zoom in on like the B. They were doing that. I don't know why ad placement like product placement always makes me chuckle.
Well, for this one, it was funny because they had the table and there was like 6 of them on there.
Ah,
It
yeah.
was like hard not to notice it.
Yeah. And then the movie is interesting because like you're following Sudeep, who's like a guy who can get any, and let me use the word self-proclaimed man who can get any dame.
I like that he uses the word dame.
Does he use it in English? I can't remember if it's just like a translation thing.
It could have just been a translation thing.
Clearly, he thinks he can get any woman, and he was trying to get that client's wife.
Yeah,
like right off the bat.
That's what I got confused about, because it was going back and forth for a second with like 2 storylines. It was them, and then I was like, well, wait a second, because now you got this other younger couple that is like,
Naaaniii,
whatever is going on
Naaaniii
and
Bindu.
Bindu. And so I didn't understand where this chick came into play, and then later on she's just not there anymore.
I know, they just like get rid of her.
I'm just like he gets obsessed with this girl, which to me it looked like he was 20 years older than her. That's which was weird
Definitely.
to me,
There was definitely a large age gap.
I was
like,
chick's in high school, dude.
Yeah.
I at one point thought that, but I was like, there's no way. Like, I mean, she's working, like, she's leading a charity program.
Yeah, but like the first scene where she's just doing her micro art, like it feels like she's really young. And honestly, like Naaaniii feels really young too.
Naaaniii is fucking hilarious. I was upset when he died. Because
your protagonist,
he's just like he had this camera stares that I was hoping for.
Yeah,
with the fan blowing the hair and
and just like that smile, man.
Yeah,
Naaanii's smile.
They'd like be in the temple and he'd be like goofing off, and like one of my favorites was like the music video scenes, like when they were basically like he shakes down all the leaves, or like he pops open the bottle and it's just like totally exaggerated. And then at one point he underwater sings, which was very impressive.
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Was this the Lava 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 song?
I think so.
I don't know why the lyrics made me like laugh. It was just like lava, 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 and I'm like, like, are you trying to like be like hot, hot, hot?
Maybe.
And it just didn't translate to English, which is fine.
Yeah.
Music is probably one of the hardest things to translate.
Sure. Yeah. I for sure.
Sudeep. Okay, so real quick, I was gonna go to Sudeep, but I want to comment when they're at the temple. Like Naaaniii is at the temple with Bindu. I want to call her Bundy, and I'm like, am I dyslexic? Bindu she like puts in the check from Sudeep.
Yeah.
And she gets like she blesses everybody. And Naaanii's like, she blessed me. She blessed everybody.
Yeah.
The friend was like, the audience and
talking some sense into him whenever she did something.
In the scene where the friend goes to get on the motorbike and he's already driving off and he just still like,
oh yeah, he like tries to get on and he like, that was one of the funniest parts to me. It was like he like swings his leg over to get on it, but then he falls over because the bike's already gone.
Yeah,
I don't know, it was like overly exaggerated, and I was like, this is great.
And Tim, did you catch the it's not a misquote because he says it in English, so it wasn't a translation problem. But Sudeep straight up says, "We can be like Cleopatra and Julius Caesar," and I'm like, wrong.
That's not right.
Incorrect.
It's Mark Antony. You're close. He's Greek. Well, you're not close. Fucking Julius Caesar's Roman.
Yeah.
There's a large time difference, or there's a time difference. I don't know. time is relative.
Well, and that's
Hashtag Interstellar.
True. Go back and listen to that episode. I'm just gonna self-plug at this
I
point.
know.
That scene was funny too, because he gets like the dish of romance or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, you feed me one, and I'll feed you one," and then she just immediately chows into it, and then like it's like this scene and other scenes where Sudeep has like these really intense stares at the camera when he's like pissed off, and it's just it's over the top. I was like, oh my god,
yeah,
I can't handle this.
So just from the beginning, so up to the point where he's still alive, I was pretty entertained by the movie. I was like, this guy's ridiculous. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
You know, he's your evil bad guy, right? And then you got this fun couple, and obviously he's gonna end up killing this kid to try and date this other chick. But,
yeah. If you can get any girl, just give up. Like, if you can get anybody and this one doesn't want you, don't murder somebody over it. But apparently he's cool with murder, so I guess murder people.
Yeah,
murder,
he just doesn't care, you know? Well, I forget what else I was going to say, but...
He takes his shoe off every time he kills somebody, because he wants to feel the life.
Wants to feel the life leaving his body.
Yeah, that was weird.
Well, I was going to say, like, you hear about people, like, using their bare hands, but never their bare feet.
That's,
right.
You know what? Sam's right. Sam is right on that. And then, so the whole idea with reincarnation is based on your past life, like the life you just lived. Mm-hmm. I was under the impression that you're supposed to be reincarnated as something that like resembles, like you earn what you're reincarnated as.
Oh, so a fly is like not great.
That is my understanding, and I didn't Naaaniii didn't do anything wrong per se, so I was like surprised he would turn into a fly.
Right.
But again, I don't know the religion.
Yeah.
Or the idea behind reincarnation. I know it's a karma thing, but yeah, the whole fact he got a fly, and I was like, continuously, by the way, we're going to jump to the end for a half second. He keeps coming back as a fucking fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew he wasn't going to be, like, gone, right? But...
Yeah, Eega 2 is in production. And they're making an Eega TV series.
Yeah, oh, my God.
So excited!
So what about the fact that she says at one point, because I looked around, I was like, this chick is psychotic. Because she would literally
Bindu?
tease him. Yeah, Bindu.
Oh yeah, this bitch.
She's fucking like, I don't play these games, right? Like me, not her. I'm just saying, I do not play these games. Like
Tim doesn't play games.
I was like, I would have given up like immediately. I was like, I'm not going to chase somebody around like this. And she was like, it's been 2 years that she's been teasing him like this, and he's still following around. I'm like, first of all, he's simping. And second of all, that's psychotic, because she would like be all pissy and whatever, and then walk away like smiling, and then like that's one scene where she's like walking away and smiling, and then she gets upset because he turns around the other way. It's like, bitch, of course he's not following you. Like, what?
You told him not to.
Yeah.
Like, what is
I
this
follow
shit?
directions sometimes.
Oh my god, that irked me so hard. But
yeah, it was not a great situation.
And then he says the one words, the few words, the one words? That's not make sense, Adam. The few words that made her be like, oh, I love you. 2 hearts merged into one.
Well, yeah, 'cause she was trying to make that micro art of 2 hearts merging into one.
Mm-hmm.
Micro art is really cool. I will say that.
Yeah, those were cool.
I don't think I could do it. Tim's not into it.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's a real thing. I assume
I'm sure it is.
Like, so that's like, I just feel like I'd break it really fast.
Right, especially because the one was like rice and then like a pencil, and just like,
yeah.
Wait, the first one was rice?
Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure it was a piece of rice. That's a common thing from what I understand.
I thought it was like glass. That would have.
It's rice.
That'd be even harder. No wonder she fucked up the hearts. It's so moist.
Yeah. Or brittle, like if it's dry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure dry rice, like miniature art, is a thing. right? I'm pretty sure.
All right, I got a new hobby.
Oh God.
It's so hard.
Never
I'm gonna
see Adam
send.
again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send Tim a bunch of rice. I mean, a bunch of art. They're gonna be pills, and it's gonna be rice art, and it's just gonna be rice.
Nice. You
I'm just
should
gonna-
write out like flipper flicks and rice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Rice, baby.
Christ, baby.
So Naaaniii becomes a fly.
And it's rough being a fly.
It's a hard knock life.
Like when he
I-
first reincarnates, you're like, oh shit.
I was like, am I back in 1995 watching Beast Wars? The CGI was okay.
Yeah, when was this made?
2012.
Okay. Felt like
Yeah.
sooner, but older, I guess.
But you were gonna say something, Tim, about being a fly or reincarnating as
Yeah.
a fly.
Flies have like a 24-hour life cycle.
No, they don't. 28 days is the average life of a housefly.
What?
I googled it because I thought.
Domesticated.
Pet flies.
So I did Google it because I was like, "This is ridiculous." A fly
I was
lives like a
ain't
day.
No way. Yeah.
So when he lives 20 days, he actually lives less than average.
Somebody did their research.
Me?
You and whoever did
Oh
this film.
Yeah,
Me?
somebody spent time doing this research so Adam could look it up.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
exactly.
apparently, the director. So Tim, now you got me on this one. The director looked in. They show. I'm not fucking with you guys. They show emotion through their eyes.
Wait, that's a real thing.
That's a thing. Flies apparently show their emotion through their eyes, and he's like, "Well, I don't really know how to do that, so I'm going to teach it and have him do the arm thing,
Yeah.
body language."
Oh. This
I
is
will.
where the movie took a turn for me. I was like, okay, is this supposed to be kind of like a comedy?
Tim's belief was suspended.
Yeah, gone.
It was
Threw it
gone.
out the window.
Completely gone. I was rolling my eyes from here on out.
What about that spa scene?
Well, when he's in like the box,
The bog?
Yeah.
Like,
the personal sauna.
Yeah.
what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I was like, I
bullshit
kind of
made-up
want to
thing.
try this.
I wouldn't want to try that. Oh god.
Dude.
You'd be afraid that a fly would land on your
I'd
nose.
be afraid that I'd get speared in the eyeball by a sharp curtain rod or some shit.
And then,
Yeah, why is it on wheels? Like, it doesn't
don't
need to
know.
be.
Yeah, why does it move anywhere? Why does it have to go anywhere?
Like, that
Why
doesn't
can't he
make
just
any
go in a
sense.
normal sauna?
I don't know.
Because he didn't have a sauna in his
He
house.
didn't want to make his head all sweaty or his scalp
Yeah.
sweaty. Like, I don't understand that your
He has
head's
eczema.
out of it. Yeah. Like, what?
No, and then he, like, runs out. Once he gets out of it, swatting at the fly, just fully nude. But they, like, pixelate it.
Yeah. They
And I
censored
don't...
it.
I thought that was funny.
No, that was great.
Because, like, I think I'm just, like... How is it? Like, I'm just so used to, like, just dudes hanging dong in movies now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, HBO does it constantly, and just, it's become more of a norm.
Mm-hmm.
Guy comes out, pixelated, I'm like, huh,
Well, it's a long scene to hang dog for.
that is true. And it's just gonna fly around everywhere. Because he is an action scene.
Action scene of fly swatting with your towel. Hardcore action scene.
Yeah. And dude, the traffic jam scene, I thought was funny, but I'm sure Tim didn't like the fly parts. Where the guy he got like was it the cop that was like doing the directions
Yeah.
to get
you
everybody
gotta-
to drive at
oh my
once?
God,
Yeah.
I
I rolled into
could
oblivion.
not take this movie seriously. It was
I
so rough.
I thought the hotel scene was hilarious because he thinks it's like a group of flies, right? And then it's not. And then in the end, he just ends up like basically a sarcophagus in the bed. And I'm like, that's like the
Yes.
best way to do it. Like,
He's
what
like a
else are you
human
gonna
mummy.
do? Yeah.
But sorry, that's a joke from another movie. Because mummies are human. Anyways, but I was sitting there just like scratching, like fly into his eye when he's driving. The whole time. I'm like, you're gonna get the outcome that you want.
Yeah.
And then he does, and I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah. And that was like, oh, God, so gross. I'm like not a touch your eyeball type of person in general. Like, I can't do,
Yeah.
like, contacts or just, like, if I am like, oh, my eye itches, I start thinking about it and then it starts watering and it's just, like, a whole thing. And so when it, like, crawled across his eyeball, I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, I can't do this.
Yeah, and I torture Sam by, like, touching my eye.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Because it doesn't bother me.
I hate it. Stop that.
Tim, can you touch your eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So
I
2 out of 3.
I cannot.
Anya, how about you?
I'll ask Adam to put the eye drops in, and then I'll start, like,
Crying.
screaming.
She literally, like, screamed one time.
Yeah.
So, like, I have really bad allergies, as you know, Tim. So I put eye drops in all the time.
Sure.
And I'm like, yeah, it burns. I'm used to it, though. And Sam's like, yeah, it burns so much. How do you do this?
Yeah, it's like lighting your eyeballs on fire. I don't understand it.
I don't know. I really did enjoy the question, though, in this film, where Sudeep is just like, hey, so do animals take revenge?
Yeah.
And I'm like, let me show you the crow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the mockingbird.
Or the mockingbird. The mockingbirds know me here. They don't come near me. They attack our other birds. And
He threw scissors at them.
that was one time. I did almost hit it, though. They attack the other songbirds in our yard, and I want everybody to be able to eat. And
You just want them all to get along. Why can't we all just get along?
we have new mockingbirds, and they're
Gotta
more
let
chill.
nature be
So
nature, guys.
I had a chickadee fly towards me to scare away a mockingbird one time. That was a
They're
weird,
learning
proud
the
moment.
system.
I know.
Anyway, so after that happened, we were, like, in the bird store talking to this lady, and they're like, yeah, the mockingbirds remember people, and we're like, oh, shit. So, Adam there might be another movie called Mockingbird that, you know, and it'll be about Adam's life. Yeah.
This is fine.
But anyway, yeah.
They bark at me constantly.
Yeah, he was like, oh, do animals take revenge? And it's like,
Yes.
and the guy gets fixated on, like, a snake.
Right.
Well, yeah, but what about something smaller? Like a bird. I'm
Like a
like,
small
well,
snake.
birds. Yeah, small snakes do it too. Okay. So they eventually get to, like, this weird thief scene. Like, a burglar comes into her house.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
And then the fact that, so this movie's set up like Princess Bride, where somebody's reading a story to a child.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the end, they talk about the fact that the burglar doesn't make any sense to the story.
Yeah.
And I was like, I felt like that was vindicated. Is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And I was just like, oh, I'm glad that they're talking about it, because I was annoyed that, like, why the fuck was this burglar in this house?
Yeah. And it was like Naaaniii 2.0, because he was, like, acting like him in all the same ways, like being ridiculous. And so I was like, why is this happening?
Tim, you probably had the same dub as us, because I'm pretty sure we watched it dubbed in Hindi. The guy's voice, the burglar's voice, was weirdly high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they did that obviously intentionally, but I don't know where I'm going with that, because it was like they tried to do it in a way to make him seem like funnier, I guess. And I don't know if it was supposed to be like comedic relief.
I think so.
The whole time I was like trying to figure out if it was comedic relief in the first place, because the whole movie was kind of a joke or something. I'm not really sure what was going on with this.
Yeah.
So I couldn't figure that out.
I didn't know what was going on, and then, like, she's talking to the fly,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy.
Yeah, and then she builds, like, little eye protector armor
Oh
and
my
little
God, in a
things for
mask.
his, like, metal claws.
And, like, Sudeep at the same time is, like, making his home a fortress.
Yeah, he's, like, losing his mind.
Oh. Dude, that security system, though.
Yeah, hardcore.
Just fucking unscrews one screw. He eventually stands near, and a giant gust of wind comes through. I'm like,
Yeah, like...
this isn't a cave with a tunnel in it. No, but then it just was housefly. It was fly-sized.
Yeah. Well, and before this, Naaaniii had trained... He was, like, training to
Oh, the
be
training
pig
montage.
fly. Yeah. beefcake fly.
Gonna be a montage.
I was just so he could carry some, like, baskets and
Baskets
random
of
shit.
basically what was gunpowder?
Yeah.
It was wild.
Mm-hmm. So I have this note, but I don't remember when this happens. It has to be Sudeep, who epically puts on sunglasses after he kills someone.
That was Sudeep.
But who did he kill? Just some random person?
Yeah, it was when there's like an explosion behind him, right? So like it wasn't his partner, was it?
I don't know.
Because he kills his
I'm
partner
not sure.
at one point.
Yeah, but I don't think it was him.
It was just some rando.
Yeah, because he was like sitting by computers.
Yeah.
And then he
Maybe it was his partner. It had to have been his partner.
Because
he only kills 3 people. Naaaniii, the shaman, but like I count that as a kill.
Yeah, I guess
And
it would
then-
have to be his partner, wouldn't it? Because he stabs him in the neck, and then like he tosses him or whatever, and his body hits something, or
Yeah, it was weird, but I was like, am I watching CSI Miami?
Well, I was just gonna say, like, the epic sunglasses putting on scene is like akin to the hair shake with water scene. Like, it was like you were getting the scenes that you were hoping for.
Yeah, I was. But so Sudeep has to give a presentation at one point.
Oh my god, yeah.
And obviously Naanii's going to come and fuck this up.
Mm-hmm.
He just starts smacking the people, his investors,
Yeah.
in the face. I don't know why that was funny. Because, like, Tim, I think it was you who said, like, a lot of time in Indian films they slap instead of punch.
right, yeah,
It's like a disrespect thing.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
But in this case, it made sense.
it made sense, but it was like,
Because
but
of what he was actually trying to do.
Yeah.
right. But to like the investors who are getting slapped, it seems like they're getting disrespected.
Yeah.
So it worked 2 ways.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought it was funny, just him slapping. I slap you. Sorry, South Park gets into my head. There's a whole slapping scene, but then they run off to the safe.
Oh, yes.
Where they store all of their money in a singular safe.
Well, he even talked about that at one point when he
At
was,
the
like,
beginning.
buying the safe, yeah.
Yeah.
So they know it's ridiculous.
Chekhov's gun and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Just burned it all. Why was it in USD?
I don't know.
Oh, Tim, I wanted to give you the temple. So when they're at the temple earlier on when Naanii's still a human, and Naaniii not the temple, the donation scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So Naaniii, you remember how he gives her 15 rubles? Not rubles, wrong. Rupees. It's 20 cents USD.
And he wants an invoice for what it was spent on.
Yeah.
And now he's a member or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sudeep
What?
gives him I forget what.
It was like 20,000.
He gave him
wasn't it?
20,000 USD.
Yeah. It was like something big.
Yeah. It was just funny because
Okay, I had that backwards. Yeah, Sudeep gives him. Yeah, okay.
then he wants a membership for
Yeah.
20 grand.
Right, 20 grand.
I'm like, yeah, I guess you probably should have a membership. Like, logically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to bring that back up because I thought it was funny because it's like, what is happening? But yeah, he recruits a shaman because he's like, you're going to die because of this thing, which we didn't even talk about how the fly wrote, I will kill you.
Yeah.
Right. Like, come on.
Sam was loving that scene, right? Sam?
Yeah.
But yeah, they get the shaman to do some stuff with one weird eye.
Yes.
And then he basically brings birds into the situation.
To kill the fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, which there should have been more birds after him. Like, when he first turns into a fly, there's, like, one bird.
Yeah, logically.
Yeah.
Right.
But, like, I mean,
Birds
I guess
eat
he doesn't
insects.
spend a lot of time outside, to be completely honest. He's
I
either
mean,
torturing...
Bindu has a fucking house for him.
Yeah. He's, like, torturing Sudeep in his house, or in a building, or in his car. Like, he's not... You know what I mean?
He's not outside often, but he
Yeah.
does have to get from A to B.
Yeah. But he rides on, Bindu's hand and drinks coffee with her.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, ma'am. There's a fly in your
Fly in
cappuccino.
cappuccino. No.
I'll bring you a new one. No, it's okay. He's drinking it. Excuse me, what? Sorry, what'd you say? So, okay, this might have to do with the fact that Sam and I just watched Dodgeball, but at one point at the end, oh, nice. There was a scene where like everybody just like ran up to Sudeep to like help, like, oh, he asked for something and they just randomly had it. I don't even remember what it was.
Okay.
But it just reminded me of like Ben Stiller's like henchman, like that would just always have like a dodgeball on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just, that scene just like for some weird reason mirrored in my head.
They all had fly swatters, I think.
Yeah,
there was like
yeah,
30 of
they
them
were
like
all
with
dressed,
fly swatters.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. It was fun. I thought it was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah, they eventually murder Sudeep though. In like a good 20-minute battle, seemingly.
Yeah.
Good is a strong word.
Well, he has, let's see.
Oh, I mean like good as in like time.
I know, yeah, like a good length of time, yeah.
Yeah, because definitely when Sudeep whips out all of his guns to shoot a fly, as well as like basically night vision to shoot a fly.
Yeah.
It's like thermal vision.
It's like a thermal night vision, yeah.
With the, well, it'd just be like thermal vision with like magnifiers.
Yeah, like
magnifiers.
what? And he like just keeps
so
getting guns. I'm very
And then he runs out of
confused.
bullets, like, immediately.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did you run out of bullets?
Well, yeah, but he did in the beginning with the shotgun.
I know. They fixed it at the end, Tim.
They did, in a way.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, he's, like, running around with a fucking needle. Oh, yeah, let me stab you. And, whoop! Pulls up a needle. Why did he have a fucking sewing needle just laying around?
I
want to know that, too.
I was going to say it came from something, but I don't think it did. I think he just had it laying around. Which is like...
Plot.
Yeah.
Nice. They killed him through shooting a giant cannon. A little baby cannon.
Little
not a giant
baby
cannon.
Yeah, it's like a toy cannon.
I don't understand,
but...
though, at the beginning when they're, like, making that their plan, the dude walks over and stuffs, like, a tissue down it.
He shoved a muffin.
A muffin?
It was
like
not a muffin, but like the muffin holder.
It's like guy just trying to cover up that he had it. Like I don't understand.
Yeah,
like,
he just was trying to like discard what he was holding.
Oh, I thought he did it on purpose.
No.
Like, I thought he saw Naaaniii.
No.
Oh my.
What
rotten luck. They could have used that little baby cannon earlier if not for that. Disqualified henchman. Unqualified.
I think it was the main henchman.
I think it was too.
And he was just trying to like, I'm going to just stuff this in here.
Yeah, nobody will notice,
notice.
right?
Imagine being like the housekeeper. Why is there a tissue in here? Why is this thing loaded?
Yeah, what is happening?
Oh,
man.
And then, what? So they murder him, and then, but Naaaniii dies.
Mm-hmm.
And then is reincarnated as a fly again.
Mm-hmm.
With
and
a
he causes
mohawk.
Yeah, new dude.
Oh, I didn't notice the mohawk.
I don't remember the mohawk.
He was different color this time. So
I did notice he was
like
different colored.
a normal fly, and then now he was like blue with like a yellow mohawk.
He's beefcake fly?
Yeah.
Actually made beefcake status?
Yep.
Oh,
All his
man.
training paid off.
Yeah, exactly.
His fucking montage that he had. Oh my god.
A superhero montage.
Oh.
Yeah. And then the dance scene in the credits.
Yes, the ending was amazing. Dancing and singing fly, like, come on. You can't take the rest of the movie seriously the whole time. And then you get to the end, and it's like, they, like, fully commit to the craziness at the end. Which
they
I
really
appreciate.
do.
Where, like, I just couldn't understand if it was just supposed to be, like, a mock you action film. I don't know. I
don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how, like, what it is considered.
An action romance, clearly.
Yeah. That is true. An action romance. But anyways, you guys got any other notes?
Nope.
No, I think we covered everything.
All right, I'll get to the cast. You guys are gonna fucking love this.
Nice.
I only have 3 people.
Sweet.
Sudeep is played by Sudeep.
Nice.
He is in Bahubali.
What?
I thought he
Who
was
is he in
familiar.
Bahubali?
He's like a secondary to third, like level 3 character. He's not a main.
Oh.
Naaaniii is played by Naaaniii.
Wow.
And he's in a movie called Jersey.
Nice.
What?
And then Bindu, guess what Bindu's name is?
Bindu.
Tim? You think it's going to be Bindu?
Boondu.
It is Samantha. Samantha Ruth Prabhu.
What the heck? We were tricked, bamboozled.
I don't know why. It's just so funny. Like that. Are, like what? All right. Anyways, but she's in a movie called right. So it's Kathy. It is Kathy. Oh, Kathy. It's Kaththi. Kathy.
Yeah.
Kathy. The director is S.S. Rajamouli. He did Bahubali and Bahubali 2.
In this movie.
So this movie all came to be because he had a conversation with his father, who was a filmmaker. When back in the 90s, they were talking about movies, and his dad apparently was like, what if a fly took revenge? Like, a guy reincarnated as a fly and took revenge.
Goodness.
And then it took 20 years later, the guy makes it into a movie.
It's like those memes about Pixar where it's like, what if cats could talk? What
if cars had feelings?
Yeah, like that.
What if bugs had feelings?
What if a fly took revenge? Like, that's what that reminds me of.
Anyways, so I'll get to the scores. This does not, due to the fact that, it's not from Hollywood. Mm-hmm. It's in Tollywood, because it's from South India. They don't have a Rotten Tomatoes score, but they do have a Letterboxd of a 3.6 out of 5.
Okay.
Google of 81% and an IMDb rating of 7.7 out of 10.
Oh my god, that's so high.
And like, just so that you guys know, like, we're talking it's playing music again.
I heard it this time.
IMDb's got ghost ads.
It has 24,000 reviews, so it's not like only...
I was gonna say, were there like 50 people that reviewed it? But
no, it's 24,000 at a 7.7 out of 10.
Wow.
All right, so Tim, you flipping this fly on?
I enjoyed Bahubali because you can get into the movie and understand the world that it's in. Malang even more so. I liked it even more so. I could not get into this movie. I hated every minute of this movie. Aside from the beginning, right before he dies and becomes a fly. Mm-hmm. Like, I couldn't suspend
your disbelief.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I was rolling my eyes and just like fighting my way through this movie the entire time. I hated it. I'm sorry, I hated it.
You're allowed to dislike movies.
I hate disliking a recommendation, but man, I hated it. I do not. Can I call someone to stop the second one from being made? I don't.
TV series.
I need clarification on if this is just something I'm just ignorant on, and this is meant as like a joke. Because like I tried to watch it in that fashion, and it still didn't work for me because it seemed like it was trying to be serious too much. I couldn't do it. This is a definite flip off. I can't.
How about you, Sam?
You see, so I was kind of in the same camp as Tim, but I feel like I took it in stride, and I thought everything was funny. Like, I was just like, this is hilarious. Like, there's no way that it's taking it seriously. So, like, I would flip it on because for some reason I was able to get there and be like, this is not real. Like, they're just making fun of people. Like, they're fully committing to being ridiculous was the way that I saw it. And I don't know if that's the intention, but that's how I took it.
Yeah.
And so I thought everything was hilarious. So I was like, I just couldn't stop laughing. So I was like, yes, flip it on. But I could see the other side of the spectrum, essentially. Adam?
Oh, yeah, I'd flip it on. I'm honestly... it's a very much my type of film.
At one point I said, Adam, I can't believe you picked this movie.
It more or less was everything I expected.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I thought the fly was going to be able to take people out like with strength from the very beginning.
Oh my god.
Like you thought it was going to be like a super fly.
Yeah. Like and I was making jokes in my head throughout it, being like, the reason why he didn't turn into an ant is we already got Ant-Man, we already have Spider-Man, so now we have Fly-Man.
Yeah.
We already had the Wasp as well.
True.
So, yeah. Fly-Man needs to exist and is known as Eega. Naaaniii is the fly, which also is funny because I don't know much Japanese, but Naaaniii means what in Japanese?
Oh.
Random info. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I was on Sam's side where I could get to, it was funny because of how ridiculous it was.
Mm-hmm. But
So,
if you can't get
if
there.
you can't get there, I understand. I understand you, Tim. Like I have been in your shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just not on this one.
On this one.
Not on this one. But yeah, moving on to next week.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's gonna spin. She's probably gonna get like thing where AI suggestions. I don't even think that's on here. But you're gonna get it anyways because I'm
Another
demanding
log
it.
movie, probably.
No, she's gonna get wordplay, Tim.
Oh.
So Tim,
okay.
Tim, do you want to choose the first word or you want me to?
You choose the first one.
What'd you say? It like cut out for like
Really?
1 millisecond. Yeah.
Oh,
just-
so you choose
was
the
like-
first one.
Okay, you won. That's all we
Yeah,
heard.
we
You
were like, ooh, which way did
won.
that go?
Okay, so I'll pick. You know what, Sam? I'm gonna do you a favor. Bird.
Nice! Love birds.
Sunday.
Sunday bird.
Sunday birds. All right. Well, we figured that out a lot faster than normal.
Yeah,
with
I know.
our wordplay. We're just normally very slow on these. But yeah. So cool.
Cool.
All right.
There's no Bahubali song. They had solid. I did enjoy the soundtrack. I will say that.
Yes,
wasn't
the soundtrack
Bahubali-
was enjoyable. The soundtrack. I
It
did
wasn't
enjoy the soundtrack.
Bahubali level though.
No, but it was still good. As always,
Yeah.
As always.
I was grooving to the music. And that's not a lie. I
So-
was dancing around a little bit.
All right. Well, we'll catch you next week.
Yeah.